Hey y'all, my name is Martin Malelu and I am a librarian with LA County Library. Today we're going to talk about Patricia Bath. We're then going to discuss vision loss and vision impairment. We'll do an art activity and reflect on some of the adaptive techniques the blind and visually impaired use to lead their day-to-day lives. Patricia Bath was born in Harlem, New York in 1942. From a young age, she was told that education was the key to success. Both of her parents, as well as her older brother, encouraged her to learn and do well in school while facing the barriers of sexism, racism, and poverty. As a young child, Bath was gifted a toy chemistry set from her mother. This would spark a lifelong interest in science. Throughout school, Bath won many awards and honors. She began taking college courses in high school. She would go on to get a Bachelor of Arts degree in chemistry from Hunter College and a doctorate from the Howard University College of Medicine. Early in her ophthalmology career, Bath noticed that more Black people than white people experienced impaired vision and vision loss. She became interested in figuring out why that was. Once she discovered it was due to the lack of access to preventative eye care caused by living in underserved neighborhoods, Bath began working towards fixing that disparity by providing care in those neighborhoods through a medical discipline she developed called community ophthalmology. Despite her intelligence and academic and professional successes, Patricia Bath faced discrimination due to her gender and race. While she was the first full-time woman faculty member in the Department of Ophthalmology at Jules Stein Eye Institute, she was initially given office space in a dark corner of the basement. She had to request to be moved to an office that was more appropriate for her work. This is only one example of discrimination Bath faced in her career. In 1981, Bath began working on the laser phaco probe. The laser phaco probe was designed to remove cataracts from the eye with more efficiency and less pain as compared to previous treatments and surgeries to relieve cataracts. She finished this project in 1986 and received her first patent in 1988. She will forever be recognized as a pioneer in laser cataract surgery. The information I shared with you today can be found in the book, The Doctor with an Eye for Eyes, The Story of Dr. Patricia Bath by Julia Finley Mosca. This book is available with your library card through LA County Library. You can also find out more about cataracts and other information about vision loss through Britannica School. Britannica School is an online database that's free with your library card. Often, people without visual impairments may not realize how much they use their sight to accomplish day-to-day tasks. For example, someone without vision loss, if they want to walk down the road to the corner store, they can just open the door and leave. They can leave their home and walk across the street. They go to the store, see what they want, take it off the shelf. They go to the register, get the cash out of their wallet, looking at each bill to check the denomination. They'd get their change, leave the store, and head home. Many blind and visually impaired people use a variety of adaptive techniques and modifications to accomplish this task. Many visually impaired individuals have learned to cross the street using non-visual cues in their environment, such as tactile warning pavers that can be felt beneath the feet and audio recordings. Slight environmental changes such as these can make travel much safer and more efficient for those with vision loss. Unfortunately, the detectable warning pavers and audio recording are not available at every crosswalk. Upon arriving at the store, this person may ask for assistance to locate their items. Paying for the items may also require assistance. In some countries, the paper currency has braille or other tactile marks on it to allow people to tell apart different denominations with touch. However, in the United States, paper money does not have any tactile differences. To identify the differences between bills, some may use smartphone apps to read out the bill, others may fold their bills into different sizes for better identification, or organize them in their wallet into different pockets. This is by no means a comprehensive list of all the ways in which going to the store is different for a sighted person and a person with vision loss, or a comprehensive list of all of the adaptive tools and methods available to assist people who need accommodations. One of my favorite things about STEAM is that we can think about how to create a better world for people who experience life in so many different ways. I'm grateful for people like Patricia Bath who notice inequity and strive to bridge gaps. For our activity today, all you're going to need is something to write with, and something to write on. All right, so you're gonna need a couple of pieces of paper. So the first thing I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna draw a spider, a very basic spider. This just a circle with the legs. All right, so 4 legs on each side. So go ahead and do that. And then once you're done doing that, I want you to close your eyes and try to do it again. So I closed my eyes and tried to do it again, and this is what I got. All right, so these two images don't really look the same. One of them, you can tell on the first one that I drew with my eyes open that each of the legs hits the circle, right? But on this one, they don't quite meet. All right, so let's think of an adaptive tool that we could have that would make our spider more accurately represent the first one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cup and a pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut 4 slits on each side of this cup. All right. Now when I put this cup down and I start tracing my circle, every time I hit a little notch, I know that that's where I should draw my leg. So I'm going to give this a shot and see what happens. The way that I would use this cup that I've put slits in is I would put it down like this and I would trace it with my pen, and every time I hit one of those slits, my pen is going to stop. So then I know that that's where I need to draw the leg out. So using the sense of touch, essentially, I am able to draw this. So using this adaptive tool that I created, I was able to draw this spider. It did take me a couple of times to get it right. I did have to practice with this, but eventually I was able to draw this. So none of these are bad. They're all just different ways of doing the same activity. So maybe this is your favorite spider that you drew, the one you drew with your eyes closed. Maybe you like the first one you drew with your eyes open, or maybe you like the one that you drew using whatever adaptive tool you created. None of them are bad or wrong. They're all just different. Thank you for joining us today. I hope that you had fun learning a little bit about Patricia Bath, and I hope that you check out Britannica School. There's a link to that in the description below. There's also a link to the book that I talked about at the beginning. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to stay up on all of the videos that the library puts out. And bye for now.